Welcome to the channel. Today we're working on this BMW as is a 328i. So it has an N20 engine. So today we're going to replace our AC compressor. It's just right over there. So I'm going to take you through the stages one by one of how to get down there and get that compressor out. All right, let's go right into it. So to start this process, you come inside the car and then you pop up the hood. Just you do it once, and then once you do that, you just come right ahead over here, and then you have kind of like a lever right here. You just push it to the side like that, and this thing pops up, and you can push it like that. And if for some reason BMW doesn't allow this hood to go all the way. Alright, next what we do, we open this right here. It's going to be like a 15mm. We get it out of the way, and then we can get access to our air intake housing, and then from there we get this out of the way to give us some space to get inside there. All right, let's begin it. So it's going to be 16mm, not 15 there I was thinking, and this one is going to be a 15. And I don't know for whatever reason why they put a different ball right here and a different ball right here. I don't know that. If you have any idea, guys, you can leave in the comment section. Once that is done, we take this bar, we put on a nice place. Next, we come here, we take our connector, you just press it in like that. Just press it all the way in, and then you can just pull it out. Pull it like that, put it on the side, right on the side, and then next we can open right here, and then we can open down right over there. So this is going to be like a 7mm. So it's going to be 6mm, not 7. And the reason why I like doing that instead of flat is because when I go down there, I can use a small space to open it up. So let's go ahead. This thing is open, so we'll do that for this side too. Once that is done, just come right over here, take out our intake, pop like that, pop like that. And then this thing should be able to come loose. Goes the next place, and then there's the last one right over here. So once that is done like that, you just take it out like this, and then you can just pop it out like that, or you can just take it entirely together all the way down. So the next part, you just come right over here, you play around with whatever down there, and then let it pop out like that, and get it out. Yeah, once that's out of the way, we have like the major parts out of the way. So next we're going to take out our belt, and to do that we come right over here. We have our belt tensioner, which is going to be right here, and this right here is going to be it's going to be 16mm like the one we had. So we just put it right there, and then we can use a long ratchet, and then we can turn it out. We'll do it clockwise so that we want this thing to go this way, and then we can lock it. Then we'll have like a locking point right over here. I'll show you guys when this thing is in. If you have something small, you can hook it there, so when you're putting everything back together, you don't have a problem. So I'm saying a pin like this, if you have it, this is what we're going to put to go right inside there. So let me just show you how to do it. So you get this thing right here, you do it clockwise. So you just come right over there like that, you lock it like that, and then what you do, and this thing is locked in, is you take it all the way like that. So once it comes like that all the way, then I'm using 2 hands, guys. Show you guys, and this thing gets in, you can just come like that. I don't know if you guys can see. Let me just put it right inside there. Show you. So this thing is going to be right over here. I'll show you guys when it goes in. So once you lock it like that, so this is what is I was telling you earlier on. So you see that hole right there, that's where you put in this thing to lock in. So once it locks in, our belt comes loose like that, and then we can just go ahead and then just take it out. You don't need to strain with it, so you just take it out like that. And then once it's loose from our AC compressor, then we're good to go ahead and remove the rest. Alright, so we come here on top. You see that right there, that's a torque study. So they took torque study, we open that. But before you proceed right there, I'll have to mention something. If you are Freon in the car system, so this is what you're going to do. So alright, let me take you through the process. So you'll take it to a mechanic, and then he has to use something special tool like this to suck all the Freon out, because Freon is not a good gas. It's kind of poisonous, so you don't need to be playing around with it. So let them suck out everything, and then you can continue the process. But if your system is leaking and you believe that all the Freon has leaked out, you can just go ahead and remove this right here from in there. Alright, let me show you guys what to do next. So guys, to get this bracket right here, is a bracket holding these two lines to get it out of the way. You can use this is going to be a Torx Allen key 5, but if you don't have it, you can still use the same Torx study, but please make sure you don't strip it. So what you do, I'm using a Torx study. I don't have Allen key, the Allen key right there, so I'm going to go ahead and then I'm going to show you guys how this thing comes out. So the thing comes out like that. So this is how it is. This is how small it is. So you just get it out of the way, put it on a nice place. So I already drained my Freon, so I'm going to go ahead and remove these two lines. The first one. I don't know if you guys can see the second one. That was the second one, so I'm gonna get them out all together. So the first one is right over here, and this is the second one. So they are the same in size, so don't worry if you're gonna mix it up together. But the difference with the other one is the other one is smaller, so that is for the bracket, and these two are for the lines. So once that's out of the way, you can just take this thing out. So you just wiggle it around like that. So this thing is gonna pop like that. So if there was pressure in the line, it could spray a lot of Freon, but since I sucked everything out, this thing is clean. So once that is done, I come here, I disconnect this connection right here. So you can just use something like a pin or something. You just pry a little bit here and then pull it out. So I'm going to use something sharp like this, and then I'm going to just go ahead and I pry like that a little bit, and then I push this thing like that. Then you should be able to just pop up from here. So it just comes like that, and then once that is out of the way, next thing, you just come right here. So we have two balls holding this AC compressor. One is right here, and then the other one is down right there. So we open these two, and this thing pops out from right over here. So I'll go ahead and get my my E12. So I'll go ahead and open this from here. So this is the first one, and then this is the second one. I don't know if you guys can see it well. Right, I'm just locking in there like that, and then I'll go ahead and open it up. That's the first one. That's the second one. Once that is done, I get it out of the way. So you get these two, and I like to say they're the same in size, so don't worry about it. You can put it on the side. Once that is done, you look for like a pry bar or something. You can pry it from right over here, or you can pry it from inside. You look for pry bar, you push it like this, you let this thing come out, and once it comes out, then you can just pick it up from right over here. So let me get like a pry bar or something to pry it out. So you just come right over here, and use your two hands, guys. This thing comes out without a problem. And once it comes like that, you just bring it forward. Make sure there's nothing holding it back, like these connections. Make sure this thing comes out without a problem. You just bring it like that, and then so this is how our AC compressor comes out. And guys, I can do this thing with one of my hands. This should not be hard work for you to use two hands, so literally is easy peasy, walk in the park. So you don't really need to take this to a mechanic. You can just do it by yourself from home, so don't worry about it. So that's how it comes out. And to put everything back, so what you do, you just do exactly that in reverse. So you take this thing, just inside right here. Once in there, you can put the two balls, and then you can put the freon lines, and then you can put everything back, and then you can remove our the ball which that pin which locks there, and then later you put in the serpentine bell, you put in this air duct, and the process is just easy like that. You don't really have any problem. Then once you're done, you can put back your freon, and then you can test and see if your compressor works. And then one special tip when you're putting it back is just something really very important. So make sure you hit this thing. You just use a hammer, you hit it a little bit to go back, because this is where it's going to lock into this kind of using this kind of grooves right over here. So to make sure you don't have a hard time putting in, just use a hammer, hit them a little bit, hit this on two to go back a little bit, and then this thing is gonna like slide in there without a problem, so you don't need to struggle or anything. So once you do that, you should be good to go. So make sure there's a space like this. So you see the down one, it has been sucked in because of the ball, so you can just do the same too. You can just hit a little bit right over here. And once you do that, this space is going to be broadened, and this thing is not going to give you problems when you're installing it. So this is the most important tip. Once you hit that like that, it gives you enough space. This thing will slide in, and then it should be good to go. And then one last thing, for those who want a part number, so let me just clean this area. I think I cleaned even the part number itself. So alright guys, I'll leave it in the comment section. So this is the freon for the car, which you have to put it there. It shows right in there. So alright. And before I leave, maybe those who have a future project, so if you see down right there, you see there is an oil leak which is active right over there. They should tell you that your oil cooler housing is leaking, because that's where the oil is coming from. It's down there, and then you should work on it and fix it. So that should be the next project for next time. Alright guys, thank you for watching the video. I hope really it's been helpful to you guys as you do your job, as you work on your AC lines and stuff on AC system. And I wish you luck, and I hope your project goes as smooth as possible. You don't break any bolts, and everything goes nicely and clean. Alright, thank you for watching the video guys. If you have any questions, you can leave in the comment section, and I'll be active to answer them. Alright, thank you. I hope to see you on the next one. Alright, bye bye.